What's going on, bro? What's going on, real man? Should have mic attached and everything. All right, you know what I'm saying? Your boy just had coffee, but he low on energy. Low on energy. I don't know what it is. I'm also talking like I got my headphones in, like I'm still at the library, man. Interesting day. Interesting day here, man. Really interesting day. Woke up early. Got work going early. You know what I'm saying? Started recording early. Did some work last night. Got an hour in of Dragon Warrior Monsters. Got 2 more hours in. Same game this morning. Right before that, I just, leave the house. I have to do right by the homie who called him up. Called me last night when I was doing family stuff. Called him back, just chopped it up and caught up with him. A few minutes. Grabbed my coffee from my usual, you know what I'm saying, Madrona spot open here, you know what I'm saying. Doing it right. Doing things the right way. Chopping it up with people. We're just talking about life, warmth. The fact that today's going to be around 74, 78 degrees. It's a hot day out of nowhere. Like, you got to understand, it's been kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? If anything, it's been in them 60s and 50s. It's been a little cool. It ain't been too hot. And then out of nowhere, it shoots up to 74, 78. The planet out of nowhere, if not this region at least, just shot up 5 to 10 degrees out of nowhere. Had me leaving the house. And before I left the house, I was like, I throw the shorts and the goddamn t-shirt on, man. Cartoon Network shirt. Shit I got from Christmas from the family. Shit like that. Excuse me, man. Excuse me, forgive me. And then, like I said, I'm over here doing my 2 hours of Monster Hunter. Like, I can't make this up, man. 2 hours of Monster Hunter. Trying to get that in. At the same time, trying to upload the files that I had. Just trying to be as productive and utilize my time as much as possible. That's just how I'm living. That's how I'm doing. Ah, shit. That's how I'm doing it, man. I got something in my shoe. Let me get across the street. Got something in my shoe. Ah, damn it. But yeah, I ain't too worried, man. That's right here. Bro. I'm just trying to go down and get some snacks. If it's open. If it ain't open, I'm gonna just walk back up. Trying to enjoy some heat and some sunshine right now. Sunlight and some heat. But anyway, like I said, did my 2 hours Monster Hunter. Finished that live. I'm just looking at YouTube, waiting for one of the files to finish uploading. Check my little subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? I check in on Agenda Free TV. I'm subscribed to them. Shout out to my guy Steve or whatever his name is. I think it's Steve, right? Shout out to my guy Steve at Agenda Free TV, man, and he's telling me. Well, he ain't telling me, but he's doing the live updates. And I guess India had just attacked Pakistan, and all this stemmed from the supposed tourists that were within Kashmir. Kashmir is bordering both countries. This is my understanding. That's my understanding. I'm not exactly sure. And there's some attacks going right now. There's a live feed right now. You can find it if you go over there on the Gender Free TV, man. And it's like there's someone ground level in Kashmir. Oh, this is happening, man. So God bless them, man. That is crazy. Happening right now as we speak. You can look that up. Look that dude's channel up, man. Probably the best for non-biasy, and just really just not necessarily the facts, but just what's happening at a real time, if not ground level kind of thing. So like I said, there's a live feed right now that he's streaming. He's streaming the live feed that's coming from Kashmir, I believe. And it's been a lot of explosions, a lot of sounds, and then the city just blacked out. So peace to them, man. It's a weird time. It's like what the fuck's really going on, man, out here? You know what I'm saying? What's really going on out here? The whole city, if not, I'm just talking about here in Seattle, like the whole city and the whole whatever region just kind of heated up randomly. You know what I'm saying? We literally jumped like 10 degrees. It's gonna be 74, feeling like 78 today. It's supposed to be 74, feeling like 78. That's like beginning of summer, end of spring kind of vibes, you know. And we ain't had that in a while. That's what's gonna be happening. Same day, and all of a sudden, all these attacks happening. So peace to Kashmir and whatever's happening over there, man. People losing power because of some. Well, it sounded like some bombings, man. If you watch the Gender Free TV, you'll see it. The feed's happening right now. It's kind of crazy. So my understanding, based on what was being said, India attacked Pakistan. That shit crazy. So for those that are, I don't know, some of y'all may or may not be big on prayer or just having, manifesting love and just good energy and shit. I would say to please do that for that area in this region, man. There's so much dust right now I'm walking through. I mean, somebody's doing construction. That's what it is. I keep walking, keep my legs moving. You know what I'm saying? And they got this house right here too. So, and I agree. I agree. That house right there, man. That's how it is. How I'm feeling with all this shit going on. With all that shit going on, it's like, come on, man. Peace to them, man. What the hell going on? That's crazy. I'm over here just walking around minding my business, utilizing my time, man. That's all it is. Utilizing time right now, and that's all I can do, man. I'm not gonna pretend to be an activist about this, a keyboard warrior about the situation. I can't pretend none of that. But I will say this concerned me a bit. I'm just sitting there like, damn, man, this shit, a lot of global shit going on, man. All I can do right now is just creating and share my nostalgia. Create, contribute, and share my nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? I think about this personally now where I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Peace to Kashmir, man. Love and prayers to them. That's crazy. I say this, I think about this selfishly where I'm like, I don't know where life will lead me. I don't even know if I'll sometimes I don't know if I'll achieve or get to where I'm needing to go or if I'll ever see the fruits of my labor, so they say. But nonetheless, the work has to be done. And I think about what bothers me sometimes in countries, especially like Pakistan right now, which is, under attack. It's like the amount of people who have these dreams based off things they've heard and seen, and hopefully they can make it through this. So then those kids can live to see something, live to make something happen. You almost got to live through. You got to live it for certain people that aren't allowed to or just won't get a chance. You know what I mean? Because here I am. I'm in like a nice ass, middle class / rich neighborhood or whatever, however you want to look at it. Because there's still a few residents that's from back in the gap and whatnot. But for me, it's like I'm saying this casually while I'm trying to grab me a fucking Danish. You know what I'm saying? So I recognize my privilege. So I said, let me put my hours in. Let me put my work in. Let me get on live and say what's up. Say how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? I don't know how the quality is. Last time my guy AKA came in here talking shit like early. He said, why is it looking like that? Why is it boom, boom? And I'm like, bruh, can you hear me at least? Like, what's going on? The quality might be trash, but let me know if you can see me. The motherfuckers didn't want to know. Say motherfuckers quick to tell me what's going bad, but let me know what's going good. So with that being said, even though I'm saying peace to Kashmir and the attacks and the supposed shootings and bombings and whatnot that's happening right now, supposedly, what I want to say is, we live in a country and a time where it's like you got a lot of privilege and time ahead of you and on your hands, man. Just make sure you utilize it to the best of your degree. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them people right now, you have war and attacks like that. You got people that you got young people especially that lose their lives that could have been something, that could have been somebody. And that's unfortunate. It's fucked up and it's very unfortunate. It be like that. It really be like that. So that's where my life is at right now. So what am I doing? Trying to do and live my I don't know these people, but my dreams and my pursuits in honor of those that aren't able to live and experience it for themselves, man. That's all you can do, really. I'll speak for myself. Other people are doing the most. Some people are actually showing up. I actually watched I forget what country it is. It's somewhere in along Africa or something. There's a civil war. One of the reporters, he left and he came back. It was like a BBC reporter. He left his country and then he came back and then he went to walk through the town that he grew up in, and he was like looking at the house that he grew up in. He saw his dad's degrees all in the rummage and shit like that, and everybody was more or less kind of dead. A lot of the family was dead, or at least half of them. I could be wrong, but it's really interesting because he was like there and he was like, yeah, it's just crazy to think about, man. It's like, you know, he had pursued his career of journalism, and it led him back to those same places where the Civil War was locking people down, and setting them at odds with people and being victims and whatnot. So just a little crazy. But you got to live, man. It was crazy for him because I can't remember. There was something I was gonna quote, but it was something he kind of said and talked about. But I don't know if I remember it that well. Hopefully they're still open too, man. I just want to grab me a thing. I'm gonna check real quick. How's it going? You guys still open? Just a Danish. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. Just the fruit one, please. Yes. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna switch the camera off, guys. Thank you. Perfect. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cool. Oh, thank you. All right. All right. So there we go. I had to grab my Danish. I might go. Well, I'm gonna be up here, so I might as well go to the park and chill up there for a little bit. Apparently, my connection up here be terrible. So just let me know if you're dropping in. If my connection look bad, just let me know. But it's summertime, man. Or I say summertime, but it feels like summer. Feels like summer, man. I had to grab my Danish. Hey, dang. And so that's where I'm at with it, man. Yeah, you gotta live your life, man. Caitlin, how you doing? Thank you for coming back in, Caitlin. Appreciate it. You know, she was all messed up. Got like stuff in my shoe. That's the problem when I wear shorts. Like, just ending up like this. You know, they closed at 3, so I went to go grab me a Danish before they closed up and all that. Make sure I took care of that, took care of business. You know, early. Taking care of it early. Caitlin, what's going on with you? You were in the last one, but I have no microphone. Oh, what was that? Your younger cousin? You're playing with your younger cousin. Did they come over? They went to your house? Is that what you mean? That's what's up. It's good to hear from you. I haven't seen you in a while, but that's all right. You gotta do what you gotta do. 1 second. All right, just making sure. Yeah, man. But that's where my mind is at with all this going on. I'm like, I can't be over there. There's not much I can do. It's not like I'm a soldier or nothing. But even then, it's like you gotta, what I'm saying? What those people would do if they had the time and privilege that we have here. We got first world problems. It's time we utilize our time doing the things we love. Speaking more about the things we love rather than the things that we find is you know, stupid or dumb or things we have all the criticisms about. Just focus on the good, man. We got a lot more good going on here to the point where we focus on the bad. 1 second. I had to mute it because I had to sneeze. Oh, they're your neighbors. Are you moving to another city? Why are you doing that? You forgot the name and trailer. Oh, okay. I mean, don't worry about it. If you have the time, just swing by. If you're subscribed, you'll find me. But you have to live life. You got to live life. That's the important part. That's pretty much what I'm saying this whole time too. Caitlin, you just got to live your life. You got to take care of what's happening right now and in front of you. You got to take care of that. Walking through a whole bunch of spider webs. Damn. Let me check my hair. 2 to 4 weeks. That's pretty fast. 2 to 4 weeks. Caitlin, I want to move too. I don't want to. Things are great here. It's as good as it's gonna get. But if I'm talking about finances and whatnot, but I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be thinking about that sometimes. Anas Salim, how are you? Are you living in Pakistan right now, Anas? Are you living there right now? Peace and love to you, man. Peace and love, bro. I'll keep send some good energy you guys away, man. That shit's crazy. That's what I was talking about earlier in the live and right now. You know, I live in the U.S. I live in the U.S. where it's like we have it good, and it's like there's gonna be some people there that wish they could be where we are, and if they were here, they would utilize the time better. So I'm telling people right now, like, hey, man, you don't know what it's like in those countries. I don't know what it's like in that country, and it's crazy over there. So utilize your time very well. You know what I'm saying? So peace to Kashmir, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't support either side, man. I don't even know what's going on. But I will say this: I don't want no innocent people dying, and that's a product of war. Unfortunately, I don't support either side because I don't know what's going on. I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest. You know, one thing I will say though is, here we go. I'm not Muslim, Anas. I'm not Muslim, but I've had Muslim friends and family. There we go. I've had Muslim friends and family, so I don't know if it's about that. I don't know if it necessarily is, but yeah, there's some other politics going on there that maybe you can talk about. I'm not sure. Do I support Israel? No. I say this all the time. I had one friend from Israel, and I had two friends from or I had one friend from Palestine, specifically from Gaza. Specifically from Gaza. I hope he's okay. I don't know. I haven't talked to these people in like 10 years, either of them. And even my friend in Israel, she made sure that I don't know how to explain it. She basically explained that like she was trying to pretend to be retarded so that way the army wouldn't recruit her because she was against the war too, and she lived there. She's born and raised there. It's crazy. But yeah, my bad. You might have to leave the live when your mom gets home because you're going to your cousins. Okay, well, have a good day, Caitlin. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Nonetheless, also support is a strange word because it's like all I can do from here truly is observe. All I can do is observe and offer an opinion. I'm actually not able to do much, for being honest. Like I said, I'm not a soldier. I'm not on the ground level, and I don't make the shot. I don't call shots. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not in the offices. I'm not in the. You know what I'm saying? I don't have much jurisdiction. I just have an opinion. You know what I mean? As an American, I just have an opinion. My other message to other Americans is like, if you got a lot of time on your hand, be mindful of what your opinions are going towards. All day long, man. All day long, I've been reading people's opinions about just talking shit about stuff, and I'm like, all this shit talking is like, man, where's the productive and constructive criticism? Like, we have this much time and energy on our hands to do these things. At least something is getting done. But people have all these fucking stupid ass criticisms about shit. I was like, bro, just say something positive. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I found out about this shit. That's when I found out about the Pakistan thing. So I'm like, we're over here bickering over small shit and having opinions about it. It's like, meanwhile, this shit is happening. People got too much time on their hands. Stupid. That's how I feel, bro. So Anas Salim, man. Yeah, be careful out there, bro. Good luck out there, man. I was saying, be careful out there. Good luck out there, man. It's crazy. The world is crazy. People worried about dumb shit. You know. Mom said when I move, I can go on an airplane to see your cousin. Oh, like you're about to go visit your cousin. That's good. Yeah, you need to go see family. And you guys are gonna move though. That's crazy. Yeah. Is it just you or your siblings moving too? Is your family moving too, or is it just you? As I remember, you said that you were gonna start school. That you were gonna start school, going to school in person. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, good luck with everything. Good luck with all of that. I just wanted to walk outside and address the news I had just heard. That's all it is. That's what this is all about. I just wanted to address the thing that just happened. It's a little crazy. So yeah. But Anas Salim, everybody have some prayers for Anas Salim. They right now they're living in they live in Pakistan. Yeah, sorry for missing another stream. So you're sick. The Bean Palace. I'm not even sure if I know who you are. I don't know if I remember that name. I don't even know. You're sick. You know what's funny? I'm getting sick right now too because of the allergies. Just allergies are kicking my ass. It's just popping up. The whole family's moving. Okay, that's good. I'm happy everybody's moving together. That's good to hear. Your family and your house. What does that mean? Oh, Romaster. Oh yeah, you're Romaster. Got you. Oh, damn, what's going on, man? Romaster, I'm getting sick too, bro, because you know, what is I gonna say? It's the allergies, man. It's getting me like congested. It's like making my throat dry. It's kind of weird. But yeah, man, a little weird. It is what it is, man. Look at this shit, man. What's going on here? But yeah, yeah. Good luck with all that, Caitlin. Good luck with everything, man. I'm happy to hear that. Actually, I'm actually happy to hear that. You guys going to a nicer area? I don't even know if you're still there. Yeah, let me know if you are. Or you have a good one too, Caitlin. Don't worry about it. You have a good one too. Oh, my bad. Roadmaster, what did you eat? What did you eat, bro? I'm saying it's kind of crazy. That shit kind of crazy. Damn, motherfuckers, dumb swishers out here. Fuck, man, I just want to sit down. You said nothing that would cause it? Yeah, bro. Oh shit. That happens. Yeah, that happens if you eat something bad. But shit, hopefully it wasn't in like the water or something. You guys got clean water where you at? Let me know if the water's clean where you at. I'll move this right here. I bet I can't even see this shit. It's like hella bright right now. They got a photo shoot going on, so I wasn't trying to be in the way. My bad. Have you watched any basketball games lately? I was watching bro, I cannot see shit. This is how bright it is right now. Can't see shit. Um, Last night we were watching Knicks in Boston, and then we caught the last minute of the Denver game, so that was crazy, bro. If that's Did you watch it too? Let me know if you watched the ones last night. Danish time, bro. It's time for that Danish. I heard dying though, bro. Shit crazy. Some bullshit. Told you, man. This shit is springtime. Is fucking with me. There we go. What's going on, you though, Romaster? What's going on, man? Shit, it's so bright. Hella bright out here. That's why I was worried about streaming in the summer. I've never done it, but it's like so bright I can't even see the screen, man. But those are the only two games I watched for Romaster. I don't know if you're still there, bro. I'm leaning more towards New York than Boston, obviously. I'm happy either way in terms of the East. But like, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. And I was really happy that Denver beat OKC. Have you heard Up or Your Way's Better? Up or Your Way's Better by Forrest Frank? No, I haven't heard that. Is that a song? I'm assuming that's a song. Okay. Yeah. Everybody got to utilize their time, man. People around the world, those countries around the world, man, they would kill to have the time and privilege we have. If you got time on your hands, do what you love to do and be with the people you love being with, man. That's what's crazy about this time right now. At any given moment, bro, any given moment, something bad can happen. And that goes without saying, but it's like sometimes you need a reality check of like just being grateful. Sometimes, for some people, they need to see something happen bad in front of them, but don't wait for that. Just recognize what's going on with the world. Sometimes they're going through something right now where it's just like, man, let me be grateful because I ain't got to live over there. I ain't born and raised there. But then I live in the, you live in the States, just utilize your time. What the fuck? Oh, there you go. That's the main thing, man. So peace to Kashmir. I'm gonna keep saying it throughout the live, man. Pakistan, India situation. Ain't picking no sides, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't see shit out here. There we go. Yeah, man. Like I said, there's not much I can do. I just feel for the situation, man. I just feel for it because it's like, you know, we got it so good up in here. You guys doing senior photos? Ah, okay. Nice, nice. It's a good day for it. Perfect. It's on the side, man. Say I love the jersey too, man. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, man. I know, man. Favorite. When you're saying game, Realmaster, are you saying like a video game or are you saying like based on the playoffs? That's a tough one. My bad if I'm like squinting at the screen because it's so bright. It's so bright. I don't know if I should switch seats. Let me switch seats, all right? Video? You talking about video? Oh, video game. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me switch seats and I'm gonna throw this away. because they were doing a quick little social media thing. That's what the guy said. And then I almost walked in the shop. That's why you saw me go to the left. I like went around the whole building. I was like, oh my bad. Now I can sit here. So video game, man, that's tough, man. Honestly, I always play a lot of Dragon Quest. It's just like the easygoing RPG games where they're turn-based combat and you can just whatever turn-based combat where you can kind of just develop your team however you want and build them however you want. So Pokemon and Dragon Quest kind of do that the best. There's other games that do that too. Like, I mean, there's certain RPGs where they give you the set character, or like they give you like, for example, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 12 and stuff like that. You can kind of shape the characters how you want to, but the difference is you're not actually creating the characters you want. See, like Pokemon, like you'll be forced to here. Let me put this here. Pokemon, you have to catch the ones that you want, and after you catch them, you can develop into whatever. So I kind of like more of the I don't say freedom, but the more freer ones, if that makes sense. But then you have Monster Hunter. So then Monster Hunter, you could just like create. I always stick with Greatsword usually. If it ain't that, it's Hunting Horn. I haven't used that in a while. Like Greatsword is fun because I could just like farm parts early. I could like farm all the parts early. I can break things as much as I can chop off stuff. I can chop off tentacles, chop off tails, and then I can break horns and armor with the Greatsword. So I could just farm early in the game, and then if I want to, I can like later on I can span out. But I usually stick with Greatsword because I could just farm materials really fast. I'm just used to like dodging with it. But it's tough, man. It's like as currently it's like side scroller games too, like Hollow Knight and Mega Man. Hollow Knight, Mega Man, the classic Metroid, like side scrolling kind of games are fun. Speaking of which, I need to start playing Network Transmission at some point. Some point. So we'll see. Um, collect sports cars. There was a time period where I bought a few packs, but I don't actually actively collect them. I don't know what to look for. My brother collects a lot of baseball cards. I've been trying to like if I do get into it, I'd have to have like a job or like some income again. And the thing about it is like if I get that going, I'll like I got to get the ones that are like prism, like the little like refractor kind of like emerald sapphires and shit like that, rubies or whatever. I'm gonna do those and then do like the tops or the I forget what it's called, like tops and I forget the names, bro. The brands. It's not tops, it's the other one. Tops and prism, basically. Prism and tops or something like that. I forget specifically. But I'd have to like get into the deep weeds of it. But if I was to do it, like I would just do basketball cards. Actually, one of my first lives was basketball cards. The screen got dark on me because it's so bright. I'm just checking stuff real quick. We're still live. I'm just checking email stuff. Like swipe the screen down. That's what I'm saying. I'm a little worried when I go live on in the summertime. If I do it in the summertime, it's gonna be crazy. I wish you could trade with y'all, but you're like across the country. What part of the country you in? Are you just like you don't tell me? You don't got to tell me the city. Don't get specific. You don't want to give your stuff away publicly, but just like like what's your time zone basically? I'm on Pacific time zone. I live in Seattle. Like everything I do on my channel is Seattle, so you'll know where to find me. I'm not trying to hide or anything. Okay. But yeah, I mean it's not even like I don't even collect cards like that, bro. There's a lot of people. I have a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, but like I'm just trying to hold on to them for the next 10, 15 years. That's my goal at least. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to them for a time being, and then from there, it's like an investment piece basically. That's how I'm treating it. You know, it sucks because it's like I want to be in the sun, but then it's like I don't want my battery to die. Like east side, you think? I mean, yeah. So you're on the eastern time zone or whatever it's called. Yeah, don't give up your city, man. Some people don't really care. They ain't got shit to hide, and like I'm kind of like that too. Like my whole thing on live is you know where I'm at, you see what I'm doing, so I'm not too worried. Too worried about it. Whatever, man. But yeah, man. Ah, damn. If I still had my job and I still had the money and my mental was still good, if I had some good mental or whatever, man, I'd be traveling to places and just checking out different scenes because I really want to go. I want to go back to New York and New Jersey area. I didn't go to New Jersey, but I I want to go back to like the Brooklyn and Manhattan area to go to those tournaments. If I can see those Beyblade tournaments in person, that'd be dope. I went to Portland because it was like 3 hours away by train, and the train's only like 80, $90. You know what I'm saying? Is my phone gonna overheat? It might. My phone might overheat. Actually, hold on. Let me go sit in the shade, bro. Got to sit in the shade, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Favorite basketball player? You talking about right now or just in general? That's a tough one. If we go in general, I'm gonna always say Allen Iverson. I mean, that's tough. It's hard for me to choose, bro. Damn, it's hard for me to choose. That's tough, bro. In general, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I was a kid, I looked up to Allen Iverson because when I was a kid, bro, you watched that dude play. He looked like the smallest dude on the court, but he was moving the fastest, and like he would just still go for dunks. You know what I'm saying? And in that era, like, well, that's in hindsight. Forget the hindsight stuff, but it's just like the fact that he was the smallest guy and he was battling people bigger than him. It seemed really cool. You know what I'm saying? So I always give it up to AI. Allen Iverson was probably my favorite basketball player as a kid. That's that era. You know, I'm born in '93, so like growing up, all you seen was like AI, Kobe. It was like right at the end of the Jordan stuff. Like I seen some of the Jordan stuff, but I was like 2 or 3 years old. That was the first time me and my dad. Excuse me. One of the first times me and my dad had bonded was watching Gary Payton. You know, talking shit to Michael Jordan. And if it wasn't that, it was Mike Tyson biting Evander Holyfield's ear. It was like that's how small and young I was. That was the first time me and my dad probably bonded over TV. It was just sports. You know what I mean? But it's probably Allen Iverson, man. I mean, it's interesting because I used to not like Kobe as a kid because he would always come. Oh, I mean, here we go. Summer? I don't know what these characters are, man. Summer, you're throwing these weird characters in there. It blocks you. I'm not even gonna show that shit. But yeah, when I was a kid, Kobe Bryant would come to Seattle. And he would torch the team usually, so especially like when we lost Gary Payton and all that. That he went to Miami or whatever. He went to the Lakers first, and then he went to Miami. But during that time period, it was like Summer. I don't know what you're writing, man. I don't know what you're writing. I know it's like in Arabic or something, but I don't know what you're writing, Summer. Just let me know what you're writing, bro. But let us know because we can't translate it. I used to hate Kobe as a kid because he would come through and torch us, bro. We had that period. We had like what Desmond Mason, Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis first, and then Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting, man, because it's just really interesting because like I remember I was training in boxing, and then my brother and my cousins were telling me like, yeah, you know, he's the first person in the gym, last person out. I was like, what word? They would tell me about Kobe. They tell me all these stories about his mentality and the way he would train and all this stuff. When I would listen to it, I was like, bro, this shit sound like me, bro. That shit sound like what I'm on. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I was, you know, at that time I was a kid training, so I related a lot to Kobe. I was hating him so much, but I didn't realize I related to him. It was like he was just on his square. He just stayed out the way and just stayed at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Reporter Macaron. What's that say, man? I can't read Arabic, but hopefully if you're living in that area, man, peace to you guys, man. I hope you guys are doing all right, man. Peace and love to y'all, man. Stay strong, man. I don't know what's going on in that situation. I'm not picking no sides. I'm not picking no sides. You know, I just got I got love for the planet type shit. You know, that's very vague to say, but all I can say to my fellow Americans is you know, if you got a lot of time and privilege on your hand, just use it for good, man. Speak good, speak about good things, man. Stop having criticisms about shit that you're not gonna help out. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't show up to these places that need the help, whether we would or not. You know what I'm saying? Summer, I don't know why you're giving out I don't know why you're giving out this car stuff, and then that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate you if you're hopefully you're saying something good to them. I don't know what the chat is saying, bro. I don't know what the chat is saying. That's what's crazy. I can't even block it or nothing. I guess I could, but like I just I wouldn't do it in good heart, good health, because I don't know what y'all saying, man. Hopefully y'all saying some good stuff. Let me know you're saying something positive, bro. And know this: if you're not saying something positive and you're saying you are, then you're lying. So make sure you're saying something positive. That's crazy. But yeah, peace to that side of the planet right now. It's crazy. I don't know if y'all know, India had basically attacked Pakistan, to my understanding. This is what I've been told, at least, based off of the I was watching a gender-free TV. My guy Steve just reporting on it, getting as much information as he could. He wasn't picking sides either. He just reports, and I'm just like, man, what's going on? So a little crazy right there. 5:20 p.m. Bro, what? Oh, yeah, I can't see the time, but I guess you can see the time. One time, your brother modified the Lions professional team on Madden, and he made a 4-foot QB. That's kind of funny. 4-foot QB. Yeah, people do that with like I've seen like the mods that people do with like 2K and shit like that. So like it's kind of funny. How do people do that though? I guess it's not so hard, but kind of cool. Romancer, you play all the sports games? You play all the sports games? But I'm gonna put the phone down for a second. Do this for a second. I gotta. I'm sad because I have to sit in the shade because my phone might overheat. So I might sit here for a little bit and then walk out in the sun a little more, or a little longer. You know what I mean? So I might do that first. I gotta sit in the shade for now, for the phone's sake. The whole team took like 30 minutes. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm not good with software, man. I know a lot of that's like more software than anything, but like with hardware stuff, I can just tinker around. Like I don't know what I'm doing with that either, but I can just tinker around with stuff. I think in my era of school, like I'm not saying they didn't teach it, but it just a lot of it went over my head a bit and kind of escaped me. So I was like, bro, I'm a little behind on this. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I should have brought this dude some crumbs. Should have brought dude some crumbs, man. Right there. Should have brought you some crumbs, huh? Go ahead and eat it. They dropped some food for you, bro. Yeah, that's a little crazy. I should have left some crumbs for bread, man. I should have had some for him. I don't think there's any more food. I don't think there's any more food on his friend's Xbox. Yeah, but you can just do it like in the player, like player creator, like when you create the players, you just do it like that. Are you talking about like the real mods, like when people like really go inside the game and then they really moderate or excuse me modify it? That's different. That's different. But yeah, yeah, it's moments and times like this, man. I try to avoid saying crazy ass shit. I'm not gonna be walking around here, just getting carried away. Like two motherfuckers with privileges, like American privileges, disrespecting each other and having opinions about each other with no progress made. It's like, man, what y'all doing? Like in game stuff, yeah, in game. That's what I thought. Okay, that makes sense. At first, I thought it was like just straight up like heavy modifying stuff, but yeah, that I guess that makes sense. In game, it's crazy to think that in game you can go as low as 4 foot, but it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? They got hella flies up in the shade. Some bullshit. See, I knew I should have sat in the sun. I'm gonna walk a bit. I'll walk for a bit, bro. I gotta edit in a second anyway. Damn, bro. Place the phone down. That's some bullshit. Give me a second. Prop that right there. You know what I mean? Keeping the phone in the shade for now. I don't put this shit away. And shit working out today. Yeah, bro. I'm walking like I'm walking around. Still some time. I'm like in a big circle. I took someone out for dinner. Well, they paid, which is funny. They paid, but I took them to one of my spots, and then I remember like walking them through this area of the neighborhood, and I'm like, this is my office right here. This is where I do my work. Like I'm up here. Like I'm up here doing the streams. If I ain't doing that, you know, shit. If I ain't doing that, I'm at the library. Shit. If I ain't doing that, I'm down the hill. Shit. If I ain't doing that, I'm down the other hill, the other way. Shit. If I'm not doing that, I'm bound down by this side of the park right here. And if I'm not at that park, I'm over here going by the lake. Shit. If I'm not over there, I'm at the bigger park down there. I'm like, hey, if I'm not over there, I'm at the library on that side. Shit, when I'm not there, I'm up by the park next to the old work. Like, this is just like the world itself is my playground type shit. I'm just like, I'm utilize what I can. As long as I got the mic on me, this is what we doing. What we doing. Bro, you got to think about this, man. It's so crazy to me because I didn't understand that this might have been a thing or this might have existed at a time period a long time ago, how many years ago, whatever. I just didn't understand, bro. My shoelaces keep getting fucked up. Give me a second. Let me tie my shoes. But you got to understand how that feel for me. It's like I used to do the same thing right here. I used to do the same exact thing as an 8th grader, 7th grader, 8th grader, just mobbing around, backpacking everything, just walking around on point. Not saying I would have went live like this necessarily. I might have kept it as straight audio, but nonetheless, I was just moving. And it's like, imagine I had this. So you got to use the time now. It just feels like I actually just got off the phone with a friend of mine, and I was like, bro, it's crazy because, I'm overthinking shit. Like I'm over here just like, I'm thinking about how what I have to do time wise, what I have to do hour wise, what I need to do, utilizing time the best that I can, things like that. But it's just like, it's crazy because it's like, I don't know, man, the stuff that naturally flows was like the best, you know what I mean? Like the one morning, and Cash was there. Cash was kicking it with me in the chat. We're just kicking it, just talking. I'm just doing my thing. I grab my coffee, or I think I had a coffee. I grab my coffee and then I go sit at the bleachers, and then it's just like 50 people. And then when I look at the all-time stats for it, it was like 600 people for the day. You know what I'm saying? 600 views. So it's just like, it's just crazy for me to think about. Where I'm like, bro, I don't know what works and I don't know what doesn't. But nonetheless, things have to happen. But the work shouldn't feel like work. You know what I mean? There's this balance of ultra instinct and ultra ego that has to happen. There's a balance of it that has to like be, it has to be coordinated as much as it has to be natural. So that's just where I'm at right now. That's why it's a trip. I think every day about that stuff. The funniest thing I heard from a podcast and an interview this morning was somebody said, yeah, once you start to put stuff in perspective, once you start to put it in perspective, they were saying that, and then they're like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but what you need to remember is when after putting something in perspective, you need to keep that thing in perspective, keep it there, keep it where you can observe it and understand it. Because if it really, you know what I'm saying, if it matters that much to you, you shouldn't pick and choose when it matters. You should let it happen when it happens. I mean, you should always be cognizant of it until it don't bother you no more. But keeping it in perspective is very important. You know what I'm saying? That's the important part. One of your favorite teams is the Green Bay Packers because one of my friends is from Wisconsin. You have 5 Green Bay Packer cards. Who do you have in the cards, man? Who do you have in the cards? You got like historical players? Or are you talking about like recent players? Are these recent cards? That's kind of cool. Oh, my bad. Let me speed up. I'm trying to cross the street. Ugh. Yeah, Green Bay's cool. I like Green Bay. I like that Aaron Rodgers era because that dude was always in the playoffs. You know what I mean? He was always in the playoffs, bro. Got that Danish in the Gatorade. Danish in a Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we living, man. Hey, Real Master, this is the point I'm making. Since you're the only one here, I'm gonna get on your life about it right now. Since you're the only one here, check this out, man. You see me walking around here? It's a cool ass, chill ass neighborhood. Everything's smooth as of right now. Everything's like, ain't no problems unless you start something. Really, it's like that, right? You got to think about this, right? People in other countries, man, they don't got it this good. They don't have these privileges. They can't walk around like this. They got to worry every fucking day of something blowing up, a bomb dropping, etc. Think about that shit, bro. Just think about it for a second, and then think about the time you have the time you have ahead of you, and And the time you have on your hands right now, just try to utilize it and just do something good. Whatever good means to you, as long as it ain't bad, make that happen, bro. And that sounds very vague and sounds very stupid. But hear me out when I say this, man. Just think about this shit. Do not take none of this for granted, bro. Shit, you living in America just like me, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, man. You got a lot of choices, you got a lot of chances, and you just got to execute it. Because the thing about these videos and the thing about the stuff that I'm putting out there, these are creations. These are things that aren't going to create themselves. What would make it easier is to create an AI that sort of thinks like me, than have that AI play the game. But ain't nothing like me playing the game and struggling through it. Document the human experience based off of the past things I used to experience. And that's going to be a rare thing in the future. That's going to be a very rare thing in the future. But do you. I'm telling you what I'm doing, but just do you, bro. Do your thing. I had to make sure my microphone was clipped in. Make sure the light was still green. But just think about it, Rollmaster. All right. You seem like you're a young kid, so it's like don't think too hard about it. But that's what I'm dealing with right now. That's what I'm thinking about. That's why That's why I said peace to Kashmir in the title. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Kashmir. But like I've said in many lives before, man, I get to talking my shit, and don't nobody care, bro. Yep, there it is. Yep, exactly, just like that. Don't nobody care, bro. That shit funny as hell. Motherfuckers just be there. Don't nobody care about that shit, bro. You could be an ally. You could be someone who has love and prayers all day. Nobody give a damn. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? This ain't even about that. This ain't even about that. All right, watch. I guarantee you. But yeah, I needed to take the stuff out of my shoe. But you were saying you got 2 new and 3 old, huh? Jordan Love's a good quarterback, though, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Is he one of the best? Probably not one of the best, but he's in a tough division. He's inheriting a rivalry. When you go to the Bears or when you go to the NFC North or you go to the NFC East, you're inheriting a rivalry on them sides. NFC West is not as bad as NFC East rivalries. Them rivalries running deep. The motherfuckers is battling the Cowboys and the Giants, and now it's the Eagles' time. Eagles era. And who else is over there? Oh, the Commanders, aka the Redskins. It's a strange situation, but it is what it is. Warm today, man. Hey, Rollmaster, did the temperature rise where you live? Because the temperature rose today, man. I swear to God, like last night I swear it was like in the 60s, right? Like, kind of mid low 60s. And then today it just shot up to 74, 72, 74, something like that. It shot up like 10 degrees, man. I don't know. Let me know if it warmed up where you live at too. That's going to help me understand something. Go ahead. Yeah, man, the temperature shot up like 10 degrees, bro. It's crazy. Temperature shot like 10 degrees, dog. That's what I'm saying. Think about the temperature shot up 10 degrees, and then all of a sudden, war break out or whatever. I'm like, man, live your life, man. Do good. Just do good. Do good by people. Do good by life. Do good by yourself. Do good, man. I know nobody trying to hear that, but nobody trying to hear from me. Nobody trying to hear it in general. But it's like you shut up on the live. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna bullshit nothing, man. That's where my mind is at. That's where my heart is at. I'm trying to live like that every day as much as possible. Yeah, I got some people. I'll be sitting there like, I'm telling you, man. All day I've been reading shit from people, like even like loved ones. I'm just reading this shit. Like, why is this shit so negative right now? It's not towards me, but it's just negative in life. It's just people have just been very salty and negative outlooks and negative criticisms about things. And I'm like, man, we over here having opinions. Meanwhile, people really getting bombed and dying. You know what I'm saying? Ain't not much you can do about it, except to speak about it. But what I will say is like, man, you got all this time in your hands. Like, it's not like you're at war. So stop acting like any piece of negativity is like, that's the root of what the war be on. You know what I'm saying? People really be beefing over how someone made them feel or how someone, whatever. It just be stemming from some small shit. I don't even want to plant any seeds. I ain't trying to plant no seeds of negativity or whatever. I try my best to. I know I ain't perfect. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, it's one thing if you sow the seeds yourself. It's one thing if you misinterpret someone or what someone is saying. You misinterpret and you sow the seeds yourself. That's a whole other thing. Some people be starting wars over that shit. People with power and privilege, they be starting wars with the shit like that. So I don't let nobody. I don't let no. You know what I'm saying on that bull. Yeah, man. Like I said, don't nobody care. Like I said, bro, don't nobody care about what I'm talking about. And it's cool, man. And it's funny because I remember, was it yesterday? Someone named Soyama dropped in and was saying all this shit. Like, hey, was they said something, and they're like, "Don't nobody care, bro." I banned him. I was like, "Hey, come back in 30." I said, "You acting like nobody care." I got one person talking to me, which was Rob at the time, the chat, and I was like, "Soyama, you fucked up my train of thought." So I started calling Soyama the bitch, and I was like, "Fuck that, man." But again, like I said, you start that shit with me, I'll try to dead it real quick because we can just keep on bantering back and forth with the negativity, and that's not good. That's no good either. So I gotta dead certain things quickly because I will meet some ignorance halfway and entertain it, which is bad. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's just too much going on, man. It's too much. Yeah, we got our little first world problems where we feel away, we feel strongly with all these paragraphs away about people and things that they're doing. They're trying their best, but it's just like, bro, come on. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm done with people though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm done with people though, man. I'm good off that, man. I'm starting to see the signs. The older I get, I'm starting to see the signs of shit. I'm like, I don't entertain a lot of people. I don't entertain a lot of people. I don't entertain a lot of bullshit, man. I can't insert myself in places I ain't welcome. And that's one thing. I'm just seeing the signs in everybody, man. I'm gonna be ducked off in a second, bro. And when I say a second, that might take me a year. Let's be honest, it might take me a year because I got the 365 plan for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm not here by next year, but if I am, I'm gonna look back at this year and be like, hey, man, I put that work in. And I hope everyone else does the same, man. I don't care how you get it, man. There's people that are gonna sit there. I don't want to say sell their soul, but there's some people that are gonna sell themselves short, and you know, they're gonna do what they have to do to get to the highest level and survive. And I think I have enough privilege and capacity. I'll say that capacity and threshold to kind of withstand and withhold. You know what I'm saying? Because if necessary, I always knew if necessary I could push that button, but I just never been a button pusher kind of guy. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna say I get it out the mud, but I'm just grind. We just grind, do things positive, leave a good track record. I'm trying to leave a good track record, something good that people can. Because like I said, if y'all don't know, man, peace to Kashmir. If y'all don't know what's going on over there in that Pakistan and India situation, unfortunately, people's lives, whether they get lost or not, or whether they die or not, it's like they get affected, and those people that get affected, they it would die to be in the position we're in America, bro. Right now, where we have all this time and privilege to just do this, to go on live and do this and chat it up like this, play video games for 2 hours and make that call that a streaming effort, call that a content effort to create content. Motherfuckers are trying to scrape by and bake bread or like find scraps of shit to eat. You know what I'm saying, in different places around the world. But here we are, fucking off, acting like it's productive. And I'm speaking about myself. I'm speaking strongly about myself as well. But that's how it is, man. Take advantage of that shit. People want this. This is as good as it gets. That plus getting on the bus. Motherfuckers jump on the bus right now and be like, I ain't got no bus fare. Can I just get up the hill? Whoop, got them. They ain't even tripping because they ain't come out their check anyway to be a security guard and a driver at the same time. Some people ain't tripping. Some drivers just be tripping. I don't know why, but most of them, they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? We got them privileges. We got a lot of stuff going on. Take advantage of it and just love it and be appreciative. That's the gratitude thing, man. Let me talk shit about someone I know, but let me talk shit about them from a place of love. Got this one dude, man. He always be bugging me for dumbass shit. And then one day he hit me up and he was like, actually, I forgot how he phrased it, but he said, sometimes I feel unlucky or something. And I'm like, I'm thinking about who he is. And I'm like, all right, this motherfucker here, he just like me. He living under his dad's roof. His dad's taking care of him. He's living under his dad's roof. And he had the nerve to tell me he feels unlucky. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? But he was just talking about some gaming related shit. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. He was just talking about shit like that. Something, I don't know, it's like some competition stuff. I don't know exactly. And I'm like, do you feel unlucky? I was like, do you feel grateful? Because I don't understand. I was like, if you have gratitude for things, then you wouldn't feel so unlucky. Like if you actually had gratitude for stuff, you might, you start feeling grateful for things, when you really start taking inventory for the things you feel grateful for, you'll realize how lucky you might actually be. But that's just how I look at it, you know. So that's my thing, is trying to exercise. You know, my main three trinities, man. Get out of here, man. That's a big old fly. My main three things is God love, you know, God, love, and nature. But you know, what's been very strong as like possibly a fourth pillar, if not its own little bracket of triangles and trinities within trinities, if not on a greater level, is gratitude. It's gratitude, man. Gratitude to get me to them three things faster, if not encompass and be the root of what them three things are too, because the root and the crown. You know what I'm saying? In my personal life, I realized the root and the crown of a lot of this stuff, the C note, if you will, the C note on a chromatic scale, if you will, on a music theory thing, if you will, is that C note, man. Gratitude. So I might do some straight up C major, C minor joints. You know what I'm saying? Straight up gratitude album type shit, man. It's the crown and the root of a lot of stuff. The root of these trinities things. What does it come from? What is it? You know, the root is like, what does it start from? What does it grow from? The root, some form of gratitude. Have gratitude and then grow from there. And then what is the final result? What do you find at the end once you reach the crown? You find that you're still grateful. You find that you still have gratitude, and that's what I'm saying, man. Peace to Kashmir. You know what I'm saying? That Pakistan India situation, man. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time before I get up and start walking. People right now that may die, and if even if they don't die, their lives will be affected, and they would love to be where we're at. They have all the time of day, and they have a work ethic where if they were here, they would utilize it in the best way. So if you got time on your hands, don't fuck it off. You want to work hard, that's one thing, but you also should just walk around and be positive and grateful, man. People get what they deserve. Some people don't even realize the privileges are granting them things, man. The way they look, the way they talk, the way they just whatever. A lot of people don't want to get into that. We can get into a whole race conversation about things if you want. We can get into a whole mentality situation if you want. We can get into all that, but that none of that matters, man. None of that really matters, man. Because at the end of the day, if let's just say everybody exercise gratitude, it'll still prove that certain people are still getting bogged down and being done dirty, which is fair. And we can get into the weeds of that too. So that's why it should be helpful to everyone. Just help everybody. Everybody that you see is at a disadvantage, help them people, man. Fuck what they talking about. They ain't talking about nothing. All that other shit, fuck all that, man. I literally just like, that's what I'm saying. Like I found out about this war thing like an hour ago, and then like literally like half an hour before that, I'm just reading bullshit about people just judging people and being whatever, and I'm just like, this shit is stupid, bro. This is what we're on right now. Makes no fucking sense, bro. It's just like, what are we like? So I'm avoiding people, man. I just anywhere I can exercise my gratitude, bro, and just good energy and shit. That's where I'm gonna be at. But like I said, I say all this to say, y'all ain't trying to hear this shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of this shit. I say all that to say nobody trying to hear me anyway. You know what I mean? But guess what? The ones that really care and they really listen and they're really digesting and they're really paying attention, they're really tapped in, they're really here with it. I'm grateful for you, man. I appreciate you, man. No bullshit, man. No bullshit. Like I appreciate anyone that really gives a damn to listen and entertain that stuff. A lot of times, man, just because someone ain't replying or responding to what I'm speaking about, and I think the reason, here's my thing too, man. I got legit like family members where I've just legit sat down and explained shit to them piece by piece, and I was like, listen, if we got the time of day, I'm gonna really break it down for you. If we got an hour, I'm gonna do my best to break it down in an hour. And motherfuckers don't want to listen. Then push come to shove, motherfuckers need money, and I'm like, damn, didn't I just talk to you about investments? Didn't I just talk to you about this, then the third? Then I just talked to you about, hey man, if if everyone does a little bit, no one has to do a lot. That's one thing I learned from somewhere. I can't remember where I learned it from, but I'm happy I learned it and embodied it. But come to find out, nobody want to work together type shit. Nobody trying to put their minds together until shit hit the fan. All of a sudden, you need people. Oh, I'm scared to act like I need people. Yeah, none of it, man. Stop this independent shit. Can't nobody do this shit independently, bruh. So that pushes me farther away, and then you just find myself more independent. And I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna find who I need to find, but I know who I need to be around me. And I really don't care if I offend people for letting them know, like, man, I don't need you. I know I don't need you. I know you don't understand. I know you don't grasp it. So you're gonna find me alone until I find my right people. Because it's one thing if people are receptive. It's another thing if I gotta sit there and babysit you the whole way. If I'm gonna babysit you the whole way, you better respect me as a mentor. At that point, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, yo, peace to this dude right here, man. But that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'll deal with, man. It's like don't nobody care. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I appreciate you being here, though. Real Master, I appreciate you being here. Everyone else that dropped in on me, man. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. The unresponsiveness and the unacknowledgement of it, it is what it is. But I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and I'm gonna keep spitting what I spit, man. But just know that's what I'm on, man. Peace to Kashmir, man. Hey, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.